So yeah, this is gonna be a properly interesting map to actually have to drive around. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Alright, what's up YouTube? This must be Fast775 Game. Welcome back to you guys on our episode of SNOWRUNNER on Season 18. Yes guys, back out here again today. Picking up right from where we left off in the last one. Essentially, yeah, still exploring this map. What was it called? Sierra Fuerte. Oh, we're supposed to be able to drive across there. Okay, yeah. We better drive across here because otherwise, well, I don't know if I can drive across. Well, I could probably drive across up there, but we need to get to. Actually, where's that tower? Yeah, that's that's what we actually need to do. We need to get to the tower. I would like to go up here and find the Mercer R230. You know what? We will actually stick to the to this kind of main road sort of looking area here because it looks like we can actually drive this way, so it doesn't look like the path's blocked or anything like that. So we will actually stick to driving this way. But yeah guys, back out here again today, and yeah, really all we're going to be doing today, at least I think, is just kind of finishing off, you know, kind of finding or, you know, getting the towers on this map, and then obviously we have one more upgrade to find, just one more, and then we'll have all the upgrades. And then I don't really know what we're going to do after that. I do have to mention though that off camera I have done a little bit of work, and mainly I've set up, I think, about 3 trucks, and I've brought a couple of things around, and I was doing a little bit more exploring on actually the first map, just because I just wanted to go around and, you know, grab tasks, you know, that way we'd have them ready to go and stuff. So I do have a bit more stuff done. This looks like a little bit of a pipeline that we're going to have to repair at some point, and when we repair it, it's going to block the road. That's not ideal, probably. I don't like that. I don't like when we have missions that are actually closing off routes for us. Usually that doesn't happen too much, but it does happen every once in a while, which is quite annoying to say the least. Also, I forgot that I'm after just remembering. We blew a tire there in the last episode. I should probably change that. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just driving on a flat tire and not even noticing it. Which, you know, to be fair, in this thing, in the 420, you're not going to notice it. Let's be real. It just doesn't. It just, you know, it doesn't matter all that much. You can't even really feel it when you're driving. But yeah, we have sort of. Oh wait, is that a fuel tank? Oh, free fuel tank. Hey. We can accept that. What's this about? Deliver Hummer H2. Oh, I know where that Hummer H2 is. That was the one that we were trying to get to in the last episode, but because I flipped this thing, we couldn't get to it. Okay, yeah, sure. I will also say, some of the trucks that I do actually have some more trucks down here. We've got the Yara 87 pulled out, and we've got the Kenworth 963, and I will explain a little bit more what I've got done with them here, later. Well, once we get this tower, and maybe go take a look at the new Mercer. I'm not sure if we are going to go take a look at it. We will go take a look at it if there's, I don't know, like an upgrade, you know, over near where it is or something like that. But for the moment, it's not really top priority on the to-do list or anything like that, because the job is somewhat complicated. We do have to refuel and repair it, and I don't exactly have everything to do that, I don't think. Which I could actually have more stuff than I realize, but I don't know. We're gonna continue on this road, though. I'm actually not sure if this is gonna take us where we need to go. I'm just gonna hope it does. I'm also gonna hope that there's some sort of way of crossing this river down here if we do need to go. Oh, we do need to go across, don't we? Oh, No, I'd say we can make it across here. It looks like we have a few little islands that we can cross. Yeah, I'd say we can do that. Yeah, that's not too bad. Obviously, with this thing, it's one Achilles heel, or one of its Achilles heels, is that we don't have that much submersion depth for wading our way through water. But it'll still get the job done. It'll still get the job done. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Also looks like there's a set of barrels or something up there for a job or something. I must have accepted something in the last episode. I don't remember. So do we have... Yeah, we have... Okay, so if we go up this way... Okay. And yeah, that looks to be taking us where we need to go. Also, there's some... I don't know what's going on up here, but there's something going on up here. There's like some kind of... I don't know what you call it. It's... I don't know, does it look like... It might be another one of these, geothermal monitoring areas or whatever. One of these things that's to do with this, big geothermal station that we have going on here. Which, honestly, I don't know what these areas are called. I need to figure out what they're actually called. I need to, I don't know, look them up on the map or something like that. It looks like a similar area, possibly, to the other one that we found. Another monitoring type area. Yeah, it looks like a similar area to this area up here. Okay. Interesting. Also, another thing that I would actually like to say, I'm finding it very interesting that they actually decided to go full, like this map is going to be interesting to actually, you know, kind of get stuff done on, you know, kind of drive around, because we have no asphalt tarmac roads at all. We have no proper roads for driving on at all. It's all dirt trails. So yeah, this is gonna be a properly interesting map to actually have to drive around. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You've got to be kidding me! No way! There is no shot. I do want to add that this is, like, definitely not my first time, like, flipping this truck. This is, you know, so far I've actually had I've actually had extremely bad luck with flipping vehicles on this map. And I really do mean extremely bad luck. We can't winch back over because don't have an autonomous winch on this. Okay. That's extremely annoying. Okay. I think the only thing we really can do here, guys, because it's the only other vehicle I have on the map at the moment, that's a scout, is hop down into the Sierra 87 here. And what we'll have to do is we'll have to go over and get this tower first, because we're closer to it, so we may as well. And then afterwards go rescue the TUZ. Okay, that's a bit of an interesting start to the video. Yeah, that's brilliant. Just brilliant. I love this. For those wondering as well, why I have the R87 here, because, you know, I was planning to kind of use this to go up to this tower anyways. But for those wondering, not why I have the R87, but why I have the Kenworth 963, I have that thing there set up, ready to go to do some logging, because we do need logs to actually make wooden planks in this region. So I said I'd set that thing up, bring it out most of the way anyways. So that fellas ready to go here, but we still do need to figure out where the logging station is. The sawmill on the first map on Costa Atardisar, or whatever the hell it's called, isn't too far from the other side of that tunnel. So ferrying logs might not be too terrible in this region. At least that's what I'm hoping. I mean, it's not like it's going to be like as easy as season 17 or anything like that. Probably not. Of course, with season 17, the logging station and the sawmill were on the same map, despite the fact that despite the fact that they were on opposite sides of the map, pretty much, they were actually relatively easy to drive between, because you could just kind of drive along where the train tracks were, and it wasn't really too big of a deal, if I'm being honest. But yeah, we'll have to see what it's like in this region. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Hopefully it will be doable, to say the least. Oh, we'll just go through here. Oh, jeez. Yeah, do we have... No, we still have a bit to drive around here. Yeah, we really need to just try and get a lot of the tasks as well. I'm going to try and pick up as many of the worksite missions as well as I can. We're just going to be kind of exploring and just trying to pick up as many missions as possible. Because, yeah, picking up the missions is just essential, just to be able to, see them on the map and be able to, kind of plan for them and stuff like that. If there is one thing that I am starting to realize, is that we're probably going to have a decent amount of work sites that we are going to have to do, at least to make our lives somewhat easier, that thought is extremely annoying to me, because if you remember from the last season, I did say that I didn't like the work sites all that much. At first, work sites, they were pretty cool. They were a somewhat cool idea, and they kind of made sense. But yeah, they just it's another one of these collapsible bridges. That's annoying. So there must be a few of these things around, because yeah, that caught me out before, and it actually caught me out a small bit off camera as well. I actually found another one of them, but okay, but there's another one there now as well. Okay. Well, I suppose that's good to know. I wonder how many more of those we're gonna come across. I mean, the worst part about that is it's one side of it you could actually drive back up, but the other side of it you can't. So it kind of turns into that kind of like a one-way type situation. Like, how am I supposed to go up the one side of it? I mean, there is a possibility that you can kind of drive around that, like we just did there. Or if, for example, actually, yeah, for example, if you were in something like the 963 that we have out there, and you have big enough tires, you might just be able to drive up it. But there are a lot of trucks that would get stuck with that. You'd be done for, kind of. You wouldn't have any way of getting around that. I wonder if those bridges actually as well, I wonder if they have some kind of like weight limit to them where they won't actually break. I mean, so far I haven't really driven across them in anything other than scout vehicles, but if there was, I don't know, what's this? Oh, we have that accepted. Okay. Do I have this job accepted? Oh, I came up here because I thought I didn't have this job accepted. Okay, that's fine. We do have it accepted. That's fine. But yeah, what was I talking about? I'm just after I'm just after losing my train of thought there. What? I swear I am completely after losing my train of thought there. Okay, whatever. This needs 2 service spares. Okay. No idea if you can get those on this map. No, you can get them on the first map. I don't know if you can get them here. And that's that's a heavy fuel tank. Actually, I saw that in one of the missions. There's actually, was it? Oh, medium logs and short logs. Oh, damn it. I've got the I've got the I think we might actually, yeah, we might actually continue on straight this way. I've got the, whatchamacallit, the Kenworth 963 set up for medium logs only. So, yeah, medium logs and short logs, that's annoying. I actually didn't even think that there would be short logs, because I went up to the sawmill on the first map, on the Costa Atar Bazaar, or whatever the hell you call it. I went up to it on the first, I went up to the sawmill on the first map to check, because obviously, you know, it's important to check things, you know, that way I can be prepared when we do actually need to start doing the missions, which should be after this episode, you know, assuming we actually get everything explored, because, yeah, and don't flip again and stuff like that. Yeah, but like, I went up to the sawmill, and it only takes medium and long logs, interestingly enough. So I actually kind of thought that there might not be short logs, but I guess there still is short logs. Okay, how are we looking? We looking like, yeah, we want to go down this way and try and drive across the river here. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I actually didn't even think that there was short logs for a moment, which, to be honest, I probably should have double checked by finding the logging station. Even though I couldn't find the logging station on the map, I don't actually think there's any. I don't actually think there's too many logging type missions in this region. Can we? That seems fairly deep, doesn't it? Hmm. Just gonna drive. Just gonna do a bit of a trick here. Or I'm gonna try to do a bit of a trick. No, that's not gonna work. Jeez, we are actually kind of floating. Why are we floating? Also, I'm getting pushed away. Can we, you know, winch ourselves back out here a bit? Oh, no. No, no, no. Don't flip. Ugh. And we're gonna flip ourselves. No, we're okay. We're okay. Yeah, that's not that doesn't exactly work, does it? Let's see here. We can probably, yeah, we can drive along this section here, though. That's too deep, though, which is, unfortunate. Okay, we're actually back onto kind of land here. We were just kind of straight, kind of being pushed by the water down there for a solid minute. Like, we weren't actually in contact with the ground at all. We were just being pushed by the current. So I didn't have any control over where the vehicle was going. So that was a little bit crazy. I probably should have tried doing something a little bit different, but it's all right because it looks like there is indeed a crossing here, which is good because, yeah, we need to get across here. Yeah, this is the thing I actually kind of slightly hate about this region. A lot of the crossing points aren't really properly mapped, or aren't really properly marked on the map, so you can't tell where there's an area that you're supposed to be able to cross, but you can tell as soon as you drive there, kind of. Well, not always. Most of these water crossings are actually very deep. Like this one here is pretty deep as well. Like, now we should be able to get across it, but I'm not sure if everything would be able to get across it. I suppose larger trucks probably have a better chance, but if we were in one of the smaller scouts, I'd say we probably wouldn't have been able to have driven across that. Maybe we would have, but I'm not too sure. Okay, but finally we can actually get a watchtower here. We should have had that other one already, but okay, it's fine. At least we do actually get a watchtower on this episode. It's not gonna be a complete waste. Yeah, it's a good thing I actually prepared for, I don't know, me screwing up, I guess. So I can see a loading zone off there in the distance. I can see some other looking areas. What did we get? What did we find? We found nothing in terms of upgrades, okay. Workers camp. What's this? Oh, extended crew cabins. Logging station. I mean, it's pretty well off here, but yeah, short, medium, and long logs. And yeah, it seems like we can get up to it fairly easily, I would say. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad to get up to it. Alright, but now I guess it's time for the harder part of what we're going to have to do in this episode then, which is obviously drive all the way over to where the TUZ is and rescue it. Yeah, this episode's not going to plan at all, is it? To drive all the way back over there. And you know what the real funny thing is? Probably the fastest way to do it is to drive down here by and over this way and actually go up by where the EarthRoamer SX is. So if we may as well rescue it as well. We may as well rescue it as well. And also that Hummer H2 that's down there, we may as well pick that thing up and tow it to where it needs to go as well, because it needs to go over where the 420 is. So yeah, that's I guess that's one way of looking at it. At least we're gonna get maybe one task done. Actually, hang on a second. I'm after remembering something. Oh no! I completely forgot that I had this thing activated. This thing where we visit certain spots. We visited that spot. We haven't visited that. Oh wait, we have visited that spot, and we visited that spot, and we were supposed to visit this spot. Oh, I'm a dummy. Damn it. You know what? It's fine, because in one of the next episodes we'll probably have to come up here with the Kenworth 963, so it's not a big deal. We can get that. You know, it's not a big deal if we don't get it with the Scout. That's fine. Okay, that's, yeah. It's nice how I remembered that after, you know, we've gone past it. I don't want to have to drive back across that river, that section of the river anyway, so you know what, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it another day. But anyways, how are you guys doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Hope you're all having fun with Season 18. I have been having a pretty good amount of fun so far anyways. You know, it hasn't been exactly going the smoothest, to be honest. Not with the amount of times I've flipped my Scout vehicles. And yeah, with today not being an exception either. This, actually, I think I've nearly flipped a Scout vehicle in every episode so far this season. I think I actually have, haven't I? Is there a way of getting down? We need to kind of get down to here. We need to try to, anyway, that's where we need to try to get down to. Actually, we might be able to drive through here. Is there... There's a bit of a path kind of here by the looks of it. Let's get down onto that beach. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hey, someone's got a little campfire going over there. Hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're down onto the beach here. Yeah, I think I've nearly had at least one flip or accident every single episode so far. I think I have. I'm not sure if I'm right about that. I'm pretty sure I flipped in episode 1. I'm not sure if I did in episode 2. Episode 3 I definitely did. And then there's this is episode 4, and we flipped in this one. Yeah, so you know what? It hasn't been the most brilliant start or anything like that to a season, but oh well. I'm trying my best, I guess. I don't know what to say really about that. Wait, can I just... Oh, I can just winch to the... That's pretty cool, honestly, but... Yeah, okay. We just winch up there. Yeah, that's fine. I hope I can actually get across here. This Hummer H2 seems like it's in some kind of a trench or something like that. Oh, oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's not really what I wanted to winch to, but you know what? If it works, it works. It's not working. Winch to... Oh, that's much better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That might not be much better. That's, okay. You know what? It works. Yeah. Yeah, we just Spider-Man our way out of it. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, don't flip. Yeah, geez, the amount of time... I'm gonna get paranoid about flipping in this region, aren't I? Okay. Well, since we're here, like I said, we may as well rescue this Hummer H2. We may as well. If I can. Thing's fairly stuck, isn't it? Or is it because the... Oh, the current's pushing against me, isn't it? That's why. Come on, H2. This way. This way. Turn on engine, maybe? Oh, it has no fuel? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, we have to repair and refuel it? Oh. Well, actually, that's not too bad. Actually, we can actually do that because the, whatchamacallit? There's a, what's it? We're going to be going through the, main geothermal station type area that's, up here, and there's a, service hub in there. So that's actually not too bad. Fuel, I'm actually not too sure about because we're almost out. Yeah, we're almost. Hang on, let me just do a little bit of dispersion of the fuel here. Give him some. Maybe we can fire him up because that would be quite handy. I also need to turn him around. That would be even more handy if I could. Alright, first mission, I guess, that we're going to be doing. Is this the first mission? I actually don't remember. Have we done any other missions? I don't actually think we have. I think this is 100% like the first mission that we're probably going to get completed. Yeah, we don't have anything done because, yeah, there really haven't been any exploration type missions going on in this region. Obviously, there is that one that I was talking about a moment ago that I forgot about, but oh, it doesn't matter. Like I said, there's a repair area, so yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, there is the one whatchamacallit, that one exploration mission, but yeah, that's the only mission that I've actually tried to complete so far. So that's, yeah. Huh. Anyways, here's the EarthRoamer. I suppose we should try and get this thing back on its feet here. Okay. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, the reason why it flipped was because I kind of drove a little bit too fast down the hill, if you know what I mean. Change truck. Turn on headlights. Reverse up here. Please. Yeah, that's okay. Now, I am actually starting to wonder as well. I think it might be a good idea to possibly take this with us. Over to where the TUZ is, because this thing has fuel. It has a lot of fuel, and obviously it has more repair points as well. So, possibility I should probably take this to deliver the Hummer. I'm not sure though. I'm just gonna get this thing back up here though, first anyways, and out of the way. Yeah, okay guys, so I've got the two trucks just a little bit further up the road here. Well, just kind of atop kind of the crest of that steep climb that was there. And yeah, I decided we're going to take the EarthRoamer with us here because A, we've got more fuel in it, B, we've got more repair points in it, and C, we've got the radar in it. So yeah, there's a lot of things that this thing has that the R87 obviously doesn't have, that could be quite useful to us, especially since, remember that fuel tank down by where this Hummer needs to go, the fuel tank that we saw there earlier? We can pick up a load of fuel out of that thing. We can actually tow it with us as well, actually, if we want to, because we have a load of fuel space in this thing, I'm pretty sure. Now, which way am I actually going? I don't remember how to... Yeah, we go down this way, we go here, here, here into the geothermal plant. We go up to this service hub. That way we can repair everything. Because, yeah, so far I've done nothing but only damaged the thing more, so yeah. Oh, geez, it's actually completely broken now. Oh, that's very useful. We might actually have to repair that a small bit then. Because we sort of... It's not broken, though. Oh wait, did I repair my own did I repair my own I repaired my own engine, didn't I? I'm a dummy. There we go, now he's working. It's alright. It's okay. Yeah, so we're kind of retracing our steps a little bit now from the previous episode, actually, because we came this way when we came onto the map in the EarthRoamer SX. We actually found one of the upgrades. It's like literally down there in that little ravine that's over there. So that was pretty cool when we found that. And yeah, the geothermal plant, this big looking area is up here. And yeah, also there's just a huge active volcano off in the background of this region, which is another thing that I noticed in the last episode. And like, yeah, that's pretty cool, to be honest. Now this area here is called the workers site on the map. You know, just things, just so people know that I have been trying to look things up. Looks like they do have solar panels there. They need cabins to be delivered there at some point, so I guess, you know, they kind of live up here and then they work down there or whatever. And also there's a fuel tank. Remember that heavy fuel tanker that we actually passed by there earlier in the year, in the 87? That thing actually has to go up to here, and that gives us a fuel station up here, which I'm not exactly sure if that's the best place for a fuel station, but hey, I'll take a fuel station on the second map. That's that'll come in handy. I mean, it's not right where the where this thing is, but it's pretty much in the center of the map. It's not exactly in the center of the map, but it's close enough to the center, I would say, somehow. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. We will have a fuel station here as soon as we tow that trailer and get it up here. Get all that up. Oh, that's fine. Come on, EarthRoamer. Go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I really hope that we just don't flip. Okay, well, if that thing flips, that's not too big of a deal, but I prefer if we... Oh. We're alright. We're alright. Yeah, I would really prefer if we didn't flip again, because... Damn, yeah, it's just... Oh... It's not been, you know, whilst I have been enjoying myself very much in the season so far, it's not exactly been the smoothest start or anything like that. I have crashed quite a few times, to say the least. And also, just so people know, I did do quite a bit of work off camera there, just between the third and fourth episode here. And that's the reason why I have trucks on this map now. You know, it's why I had a few things ready to go. And I also got everything cleaned up off of season 17. So yeah, we're pretty good all the way around, really. For you know, yeah, just we're pretty good all the way around, just for you know, actually starting to get a few things done in either well, it's not going to be this episode, because at the rate that we're going in this episode, it's definitely not going to be in this episode. But yeah, in the next episode, I'd say we should be able to start getting a few more things done, hopefully. Okay, here's the repair spot. So hopefully when we drive the truck in there, it'll just repair it. It'll repair our own truck, all right, but will it repair that fella? It should. No, it is not. Okay. Yeah, no, it hasn't done that. Okay, I was hoping it would, but never mind. It's all right, because we can just repair it fully and then restock our thing. Yeah, restocked. Not bad. So, which way do we have to drive? Okay, so we need to drive up there. So there's still a little bit of actual driving that we do need to do here. We still have a bit of a ways to go here. But, yeah, hopefully this should go pretty smoothly. If we don't damage the thing too much, we'll... Why can't we... Alright, low gear helped it. Low gear made it work. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, we really just kind of got stuck there for a moment. Yeah, but some of the things that... some actual interesting things to actually talk about. I was just looking up a few things there. Just mostly things on, you know, changes to the game that actually happened here in Season 18. You know, some of the more important things, you know, stuff that was changed that, you know, that it wasn't really mentioned, because there was apparently quite a lot of hidden changes in this update, and some of them I have already mentioned, like how the roof racks are trying to be reworked. They're trying to kind of standardize the way that the roof racks work and stuff like that. So it's only 150 repair points for each kind of visual box that you get in a roof rack, and it's supposed to be 20 liters of fuel for every visual jerry can there is, and for every visual tire that you have on your truck, there's supposed to be 2 tires now. And yeah, they're trying to make that sort of a consistent thing across the board, and so far apparently they have done so, apart from there being a few small exceptions with the tires mostly. I believe the Mac Defense still only has one spare tire, even though it has it has the one visual spare tire, but everything else seemingly has 2 spare tires for every visual tire that you have on the truck now. So a handful of trucks, apparently the Mac Defense, I think like the TUZ 166 and I think the Gore by 4 all still only have 1 tire on them. So those are things that will probably get updated sometime in the future, just not today, obviously. But yeah, and then that's been done, and then there was certain fixes, like for example the Pacific P16's logging trailer. They apparently fixed that thing. They did something with the wheel weights on the trailer, so now that thing doesn't bug out anymore. But yeah, and then there are certain things that I didn't actually get around to talking about, like for the fact that they've updated the both the Mercedes-Benz trucks. Both the Mercedes-Benz truck got heavily enough reworked in a sense, because they've both of them now feature an extended frame add-on, and they have much more kind of combinations and stuff. And oh, that's it. Hang on a second. Let me just pull myself out of here. Yeah, what's it? Yeah, both the Mercedes got new extended frames. They also both got the SLEI crane, the red crane that was on like the what trucks, like the Avonhorn, you know, that kind of crane that kind of sticks over the front of the cab. They both got access to that crane. Oh, please tell me there's winch points around here that I can use. Oh, okay, there is. What's it? Yeah, and on top of those new add-ons for the Mercedes trucks, the Mercedes Actros apparently got its suspension like completely reworked, so hopefully that thing isn't as kind of wavy and sway. The one thing that I did comment on before is that the thing kind of swayed a lot when you were at high speed in it, and you know, it just kind of felt very kind of loose, you know, when you were steering it and stuff like that. It just kind of felt like it swayed back and forth a lot, but apparently that's all been fixed, or it's been fixed to a certain amount. It's also, that truck also apparently got apparently they increased its weight as well, and they also lowered its center of gravity, so it is more stable now, which is very nice. Very nice additions for the Actros. And of course, with the new extended frames and stuff like that, they apparently now have whatchamacallit, like the crane bed and trailer combo, which is very good as well. And the Mercedes Zetros, they gave that thing, I believe, a 5% power increase across the board, which for that thing, very nice indeed. Nice little power bump for it. So, and I don't believe they really did anything else to it other than that. They just kind of gave it a little bit of a power bump for all of its engines, which is very nice. Also, other things that happened, the Dairy Special got updated. It got new tire weights, and what I mean by new tire weights is that it's custom set tires were increased from 200 kilograms per tire to 500 kilograms per tire. So that means that the whatchamacallit, the Dairy Special now has a slightly worse power to weight, but it apparently has much better traction, like much better traction now, with its engine and stuff like that. So that's a really cool buff for that truck. I actually can't wait to check that thing out. Now with that. And then of course there are some of the slight, you know, some of the things that aren't as good, like the fact that the Kenworth 963 actually got a debuff in terms of it's now got a 10% all-wheel drive fuel penalty, base penalty, I believe, on like the whatchamacallit, the standard special gearbox, and I believe it's like a 12% all-wheel drive penalty on the advanced special gearbox. So that thing's got a bit of a nerf there with that, which I really hate, because the 963 is a brilliant truck. Now obviously 10-12% is not that much, and when I was driving it myself just there recently, when I brought it up to the tunnel there, I didn't notice the difference in fuel consumption all that much. But then again, that truck does have I think like the second or third largest fuel tank in the game, so it might just take a while before I start noticing it. And another notable change that I really want to mention here just quickly is that the Kenworth, or not the Kenworth, the international, the international HX 520 got the 2900 TTA engine, which is very nice, from the Caterpillar CT681. So that thing's got a power boost and a fuel consumption boost from that thing, because that 2900 TTA is it's extremely low fuel consumption and extremely high power for some reason, like compared to all the other engines. Like it's like really good, like, you know. But yeah, apparently, yeah, that's everything with that. Okay, so because there is a Scout fuel carrier here, we can just refuel this fella from the Scout fuel carrier, and there we go. Very nice. A wet story. To tell you the truth, we thought we would have to draw straws to decide who'd have to break it to the owner that their vehicle resides in the river now. I'm glad you came along. You lent us a hand. Thank you. 550 XP and 4,750 cash. Now, to be honest with you, man, I don't think... I think he's going to notice the damage, you know, to the car. It was pretty bet up. And I also didn't help that. Because I bet it up even more. We're gonna refuel ourselves here quickly. I actually think I might leave this scout trailer here. We're not going to take it with us because I'd say it might be in a better position there. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it there though. I'm not gonna mess with it for the moment. Yeah, give me a second here because I'm just going to very quickly drive up to where the 420 is. I've used up so much of our time, so I need to get this done. Alright, there you go. It's back on its wheels. Honestly, the one thing I really hope here is that this watchtower actually shows us where the last upgrade is. Because if it doesn't show us where the last upgrade is, I'm going to have to go, obviously, looking around for it, and that's just going to be annoying. I don't really want to have to go driving around looking for an upgrade. Not after not after the amount of not with the amount of times that I've flipped in this region so far anyways. Hang on. Should just be able to go up here. I think we are fairly in the corner of the map though. And so far all the towers that we've been to, I've actually uncovered some pretty significant portions of the map, so I'd say we should be alright here. Let's see what it gives us anyways. There's probably some tasks around here, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Upgrade location discovered. Okay, nice. Where is it? Okay, it's not too far away. It's actually right up near where the truck is. Oh, okay, that's cool. And we've got... oh, helipad area. Up here. Okay. Well... yeah, I suppose like I said earlier, you know, if the whatchamacallit, if the upgrade is near where the truck is, we may as well go up and take a look at the truck as well while we're at it. So I suppose we'll just do that now. Yeah, we'll take the 420 down there just because it'll be faster. Even though realistically we should probably bring the whatchamacallit, the SX up there, because if we bring the SX up there, we will be able to repair the Mercer R230, because it does need to be repaired and also needs to be refueled. Oh, I wonder if we'd have enough resources to refuel that thing. Oh, I should have brought the scout trailer with me now. Oh, I'm just after thinking, no, we should have brought it with us. I think we have 320 liters of fuel between the Tatarin and the whatchamacallit and the EarthRoamer SX. I'd say we probably have 320 liters of fuel to refuel that thing with. And then apparently what we have to do is once we have that thing all well and good, we apparently get the ability to drive it, and then we have to drive it over to the main geothermal plant, which we drove through there earlier. You know, it was the place where we repaired the Hummer. So yeah, that'd be interesting to say the least. I mean, I don't have time to do it in this episode, but yeah, that's interesting. Oh no, this is blocked. Where's the... oh, I have to dry... oh, damn it. Is there any way I can drive underneath one of these? No, those are not tall enough to drive beneath. Okay. I should have taken a slightly closer look at the map, you know, to make sure we can go around this pipeline's not built. That's great. We could probably drive underneath that. Could we? We could drive underneath. No, we can't drive on. Okay. I was being a little bit too hopeful at that. Being a little too bit hopeful. I do have to say though, this it's like red water effect that we've got going on here. This is so cool looking. Look at this. This is brilliant. I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to do. I don't know what they're trying to... they're trying to... how does geothermal stuff work? They yeah, they're like extracting the heat and then it... I don't know. Are they using the they use the heat to like spin a turbine and then generate electricity? I'm assuming that's what they're doing here. I'm assuming that's what they're doing. You know, extracting heat, pumping it all the way up to the power station where apparently the there's going to be like turbines, I think, and then yeah, you spin those things around and it makes electricity. I'm assuming that's what we're doing here. Oh, and the pipes are actually, like, steaming. Why are the pipes not sealed? Why are the pipes like... The pipe shouldn't be like that, right? Even me, with my limited knowledge, is able to work out, you know, pipes aren't supposed to have holes in them. Alright, hop up there. We might want to refuel. Truck's becoming a little bit jittery because we have no fuel in it. So that's fine, we'll just refuel that. And we need... How do we get up here now? Yeah, I need to take a better look at the map. This way we actually, you know, this is to make sure I can actually get up to this upgrade here as well. Where is it? Is it in... Oh yeah, it is actually in the, okay, it's in the swamp. It's not like on top of this area. Okay, I thought it was. Okay. And I can see the new truck. It's got a... Why does it have a service add-on on it? That's weird. Wait, can we use the service parts that's in that service add-on to repair it? That would be pretty funny if we could. It probably won't let us do that. More than likely. I'm pretty sure you have to be in the driver's seat of a truck in order to access its repair points. I'm pretty sure you have to be anyways. Alright, well, let's see what this upgrade is. This is the MMDV-96X300 for the Mercer. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. We put an upgrade right next to the truck. Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty good. Okay, so honestly, if we can get this truck up and running, I'd say we could have it in the next episode, because this thing is definitely, I would say, easier. Is definitely an easier job. Somehow, I would say that this is definitely an easier job, because yeah, if we repair it, and well, assuming it has good tires and decent stock capability, I'd say we could drive that thing back up to that. Drive it back up to this this place, no problem. And I suppose if we have to, we can always get a truck to tow it over there, but it might not be necessary at all. Now, that being said, we still have quite a few roads to navigate around, because there's certain blockages like that one, but yeah, we might nearly be able to do that in the next one. I don't know. I'll have to see. We'll have to see. But anyways, guys, thank you all very much for watching. That is going to have to do us for today's episode here, because, you know, I'm trying to do the shorter episodes for the actual exploration, you know. That way I don't have to cut too much out here. But yeah, not too bad. We got this, we got Sierra Fuerte kind of finished off here in terms of exploration. We've got all the upgrades, and I'd say we're ready to kind of start doing missions. I mean, we got one done, so hey, that's a start. Even if it is just a light rescue mission. But yeah, that's going to have to do us here for today's episode, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.